Saturday. Good morning, all you humans watching on your cell phones and personal computers. This is the Today in AZ After Show. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. Paul Gerke, Vanessa Ramirez, Emma J, Jimmy Q. You know us from Today in AZ. You might not know these cool cats hanging out with us this morning, but by the time the show is done, you will.
This, I'm just going to say it, you guys, might be the best after show we will ever have, right?
Because there are 6 people ad-libbing, making bad jokes instead of 4.
Well, and on top of that, we have a Zac Efron lookalike.
Right.
This is Andrew Maddox, everybody.
Yes, Andrew Maddox, who is living in Gilbert.
Yep.
Okay, do we want to get straight into it? All
Let's
right,
do introductions first. Let's get, for the people that don't know.
Okay, so we got Andrew.
Yes.
We got Tyke James. You might recognize him. His hair is shorter.
My hair is shorter, yeah.
She's
Just
so disappointed
on
by
The
that.
Voice.
I'm sorry, man. I can't live a high maintenance life. I gotta cut my hair.
It's
man.
hard, right,
I don't
to have
like
long
brushing
hair.
it. I don't like washing it.
He was on Team Adam. You made it to the top 10?
12.
12. Top
Yeah.
12.
You should try
Dirty
Perel.
Dozen.
Perel's really good. It'll get you a
Perel?
lot of body.
No, don't do that. That's the hand sanitizer. Don't listen to him.
Oh, Perel.
Okay, back to what you were saying.
All right, so this week is National Doppelganger Week. And so you've probably been seeing all over social media. A lot of people have been posting who they look like celebrity-wise. We tried to do it this morning, and it was horrifying. But Andrew
I think ours are on here.
is a dead ringer for Zac Efron. And Andrew, you get it all the time.
All the time.
So tell me a little bit about how your life has changed since High School Musical.
Well, I can never go out to public without being the Zac Efron guy.
Yes.
And every day I get older, I just get called Zac Efron more and more. And it's insane. Now I'm gonna make a career out of it. I have an agent in LA. Kind of sounds funny, but yeah, I have an agent in LA.
Of you, yeah. Oh, my agent is in LA.
My agent, and she's got a British accent too on top of that. So it's like,
Super
hello, Andrew.
That's cute.
You look just like Zac Efron.
Oh my gosh, that's so
So
great.
yeah, it's really.
Let me ask you a question, though, man, because I didn't get a chance to talk to you on the show. They saved it for the ladies. I get it. It's cool.
Yeah.
How do you handle being called somebody else's name all the time? You even answered to it. Emma said Zach earlier when she was offering you some of Vanessa's lunch, and you responded. Well, how do you live that second life? You do it with a smile too, man. That would annoy the hell out of me.
Really? Well, it annoyed me at the beginning. I was like, my name's Andrew. It's not Zach. And it just happens all the time. So I'm just used to
Did
it.
you decide cognitive? I'm going to embrace this. You could either be
Have
a
fun
bad
with
thing,
it.
or I'm gonna embrace it.
Well,
you could change your hair. I mean, you are kind of,
little
making
facial
yourself look
scar
up
would
and
go a
look
long
like
way,
that,
yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, you know what? I think I do the hairdo a little better than he does.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
take
I
that,
like it.
Zach.
But I could see him being a double in the movies. You could be a double for him. You should almost go find
that's
out
the
what
thing.
the movies he's doing.
Everybody says, hey, that's what you should do. So,
Body double.
you know what? I'm gonna go for it.
I
Are you
like
guys the
it.
same height? How tall are you?
He's 5'8", and I'm 5'10", 5'11".
Have you met him?
I have not.
Yet.
No,
You
not
have
yet.
to.
I have to.
Yes.
I'd love to.
We're getting our
to know.
people
Okay.
on this.
So we put this on our Facebook page, and one of my niece, I was telling Andrew earlier, my niece reached out to me, and she was like, I've actually already met this guy. I had to wait in a long line just to get my picture with him. You were out at the Mesa Easter pageant.
Yep,
And
yep.
there was...
Yeah, you really have to get there like 3 hours before to get a good seat. And
Yes.
so I was just sitting there, and after being called Zac Efron all the time, I kind of had to play with it. So I was like, he's actually my cousin, and everybody, it was like a huge wave of 14 to 16-year-old girls going crazy, and there was a line, and people were like, so what are you doing around these parts?
Oh my gosh, you said you took about 200 pictures that night.
Yeah, it was insane.
Do you practice your poses to look just like his? Like, do
Yeah.
you study him?
I don't know, do I?
All right, hold on. Let's show some love to Tyke over here hanging out with us this morning. So if you guys don't know who Tyke James is, he was on The Voice.
Yes.
You claim Mesa as your own, but you're a bit of a vagabond. You get around a little bit.
I'm a bit of a vagabond.
You grew up here, though, right?
I lived here till I was like 9.
And where did you go to elementary school?
Ents Elementary.
All right.
We did a shout out for him on the show, didn't
That's
we?
right, they
yeah,
did.
they sent me the cutest freaking video. I'm going there on Friday to sing for them.
You actually
so
are
cool.
performing in Mesa on Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah.
Where can people get more information? Because I know a lot of people will want to go and check you out.
Just on my
Instagram?
Instagram, Tyke James, TYK.
Okay.
What kind of music do you play? What would you call it?
It's folk rock.
Folk rock?
Folk rock, yeah.
Like the Eagles. I like that stuff.
Kind of like the Eagles, yeah. Not. It's little less treated like country rock, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I do like country though.
Okay.
So how was the whole experience? I mean, going through the show, and were you nervous? You're like, I got this. I mean, what were all the emotions that you had going on?
It was a weird thing because you didn't really know what to expect. there's like so much you don't see. They don't film. So going
Like
into it, I
what?
just expected nothing. Oh, I mean, well, like
Give us the inside scoop.
I don't really know how much I'm supposed to say, but
They gotta sign contracts for this kind of stuff.
yeah, but whatever, I'm done. So I was there, like the first 3 rounds take like 3 months to do.
Wow, that's so
Yeah,
fun. than I
and we're
thought.
all like with each other in the same hotel, just like trapped there singing songs like Kumbaya by the fire. It's so fun. Like
Kumbaya, but is there any drama? There's always that one guy, right?
there's a,
Yeah, they're there. I knew it.
it's there, man. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, you don't need to get into it.
I'm not gonna get into the
Yeah.
tea, but there is.
Because
there's
I've
some
been to
beef for
Hollywood
sure.
before, and it's kind of, you think this place is
Not everyone's a pleasant LA agent with a charming British accent.
I
when
hear
you get
too,
to LA,
though-
man, it ain't a friendly place.
I hear too, though, that you work with some of the best voice coaches in the world. Like that's what some of the stuff that you do not see. So when you are like practicing and things like that, how long are practices every single day?
Honestly, like sometimes like a full week would go by and I wouldn't sing at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Save the pipes.
Some days it would be like some days it would be like just pooling it all day. The next day would be like just like filming like random like sunset shots,
Yeah.
like looking into the distance.
So some days they were probably focused on other contestants, right? So you just had relaxed days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so sometimes it would be like that. Like they usually did it with like by teams, and especially more towards the beginning when there was like 48 of us. Things especially took long.
That's a lot of.
All right, I got to ask you about something. You came in and said you drove through the night to get here from Utah, braving a snowstorm in your van, which is also where you're living right now.
Yes.
And I don't. Okay, Emma knows this because we talk about it on the show sometimes. This is my fantasy. To live that life, to just
Really?
load up a car and leave all of this behind, burn the suits, and just go like be and drive around the country and like see old friends and experience new things.
Grow out his
like,
beard.
there's a part of me that is like so like. I romanticize that notion so much. So tell me about your setup and like why you chose to do this.
Okay, well, I mean, since the beginning of this year, or last year, I mean, since before I even thought about going on the show,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm living in a van. like I was
Mine up.
like
so
before I auditioned, I was just gonna like run away and like go live in this van, and just like do shows as much as I could.
And your parents are totally cool with it. Your dad's the one that helped you like outfit the van for this lifestyle.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. When I first was like serious about it, they were like, no. but you know, since I like persisted a lot with it, and then I was on the show, and it's like my goal with the show was, I mean, they paid us a little bit, so my goal was just to save up for the van.
Yeah.
And so when I was that committed, they were like, all right, fine.
Okay, so what's the setup like? You said you got a bed in the back.
Yeah, so pretty much it was a passenger van. We took all the seats out.
Oh my gosh. Ted.
And then half of the cargo area is like my bed, and then I split it down the middle, and underneath the bed in the back is like all my music stuff, like my speakers,
Yeah.
guitars and stuff. And then well, right now I have like all my band stuff in there, so it's like on my bed. I slept in like this tiny like lane like this big. There's,
You
like,
guys want this
the
couch?
driver's
between like a keyboard and like
You're like every dad's nightmare, right? Dating his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Hey, pull it up in the
Mind if I
van
stay in your driveway?
with a bed in the back. Hey, I'm gonna go pick your daughter up there. Emma, what do you think about that?
I'm
Huh?
having, like,
Oh,
heart
oh,
palpitations just
oh.
thinking about it.
yeah, it's kind of funny meeting like my friends' parents. I think that's the only time I'm like nervous to say I live in a van is like when I'm meeting my friends'
Sure.
parents. It's like, yeah, I live in my van.
I think people just equate it with like homelessness. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
you're like, you're living in my van.
not like a touring musician. There is a romantic.
Yeah,
Yeah, you ever like
that
change
too.
up the name? It's my RV.
Real quick, so
or
you
bus.
guys in the comment section, get your questions into either one of these gentlemen. Most
Kim
of the
has a
comments have been that people that you don't look like Zac Efron, which is the first I've heard of this.
Yeah.
But like everyone is like, I see the hairstyle, but nothing else.
No,
which,
you need a close up. You guys, I swear. I thought
Yeah,
the
when
same
he
thing.
walked in earlier this morning,
It's like almost jarring.
yeah, I was like took a double take because I'm like, oh, there he is.
Michelle says you do not look at all like Zac Efron. I don't.
Really?
I think you do. I'm not a big
Hey,
Zac
Dad, I
Efron
don't know
slappy,
who
but
thinks he looks like Zac Efron.
Kim wants to know if you're
Personally.
still in touch with Adam Levine, by the way.
Yeah, we talk.
Well, guess
every
what? He's
now and
getting
then. I
paid
send
to
him
look
music,
like
he
Zac Efron,
gives me
so
feedback.
So I did a red carpet interview with Adam Levine at The Voice, and he said that he does talk to all of his contestants still. Like
Yeah,
he gets their numbers, he texts you guys. How cool is that to have that relationship?
Yeah, for sure. He's a homie. He's a real homie. Like,
What'd you think about his Super Bowl performance?
Oh, dude, I loved it, man.
See, I liked it
He
too.
never fails to like impress.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I mean, of course he's Adam Levine, and like that's obvious, but like seriously, he's killer.
Yeah, I thought so,
killer.
too. Okay, can he perform for us? Can we do that? Want to sing us a
We can
song?
do whatever we
sure.
want. It's internet
All right,
television.
let's
But I
do
want
it.
to tell him first that living in a van did not work out for Jewel, and it didn't work out for Steve Miller. So
I love your guys' positivity on the show this morning.
Make it work. I'm gonna make
You're gonna make it work. Yes, yes.
All right, so real quick, you got new
Can we
music
pull
that's
that
out
in?
now, right? You just released an E EP.
I did, yeah. So my EP is called Alaska, and I have 3 songs on it.
And the first one you played for us on Today in AZ this morning, and it got us all like all emotional. It was like a beautiful
Fabulous.
song,
Baby,
man.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, the Baby was the song. What are
Baby.
you playing now? You could also play that song again.
Jewel-
I mean, I'm not going to hold it against you. You can do whatever you want. It's your show.
Ocean Beach.
Well, we were talking about my song about ice cream earlier.
Done.
I didn't know you had a
You
song
like
about
that?
ice cream.
Rocky
I do
Road.
love
I
ice
do one
cream.
for
I
him
have
right
a
now, bagels and cream cheese.
No, Andrew had that one.
So this song is called Rocky Road.
All right.
I was eating it. I honestly can't go very long without Rocky Road. like I tried to go off dairy, and I was like, I need my Rocky Road.
Yeah.
Like,
These girls are scowling at you right now.
So
They're not
your
allowed to
first,
eat food.
your first LP, that's the title, Rocky Road, and I'm thinking
Rocky
that
Road.
the sunset shot with your van kind of driving up over a mountain, and it's a double entendre, the
Yeah.
ice cream and the Rocky Road of stardom, you know.
yeah. Well, I had
Whatever he
to.
said, it's really cool.
He's like, nah, bro, it's
I
just
had to-
about ice cream. That's it. You're way.
I had to
too much
spring.
into this.
I had to spring for the bigger fridge so I could have a freezer in my van.
Yes,
So I could have Rocky Road.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I could just.
All right, let's hear it.
All right.
Let's
Okay.
listen in.
Okay, this song is called Rocky Road. It's a journey to the refrigerator door. Don't trip on the stairs along the way. I thought that I could make it through the night with my stomach bare, but I can't, and now I need my Rocky Road. Rocky Road, I feel at home when I taste the marshmallows. Now I miss you, and I'm without you. Rocky Road, I feel at home. You're cold and then you're soft and then you crunch.
I love it. That's what it
Can't just take one bite, I spoon a bunch. And I wish that all society didn't hate the dairy industry right now.
This is a great song.
'Cause holy smokes, I need my Rocky Road. Rocky Road, feel at home when I taste the marshmallows. How I miss ya when I'm without ya. Rocky Road, I feel at home.
We're gonna start singing that instead of Baby Shark.
We have a good question for Andrew. Russell's wondering if you have ever had the pleasure of meeting the real Zach, or has he gotten in touch with you? I know we asked this earlier, but go for it.
I have not,
Yes.
but I would love to meet the guy. I'd love
We're putting it out there in the universe, Zach Efron.
He
Yep.
sings as well. He did earlier.
He does
on the
sing.
show.
He sung on the spot for us.
I know. It was fabulous. Some High School Musical for us. And what you prefer, Greatest Showman.
I do. It's awesome.
Do you dance as well?
I do not. I need to work on my dance moves. That's
You
for
have the
sure.
abs like he has in Baywatch.
Okay, now you're gone too
His
far.
wife is here.
No, I'm just saying. You know, you got to put the whole part together.
Yeah, she was taking pictures while I was getting ready today. And she's like,
Cute.
got the abs like him.
Wait, so you guys met because you look like him as well?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We were at a party.
Wifey, come in here real quick so at least
Yes.
we can see
Yeah,
you.
oh,
Say
let's
hi.
slide over on the couch. Come on over. We've been talking about her all day and not seeing her.
No, let's see
My
her.
wife, she's here.
Okay, so tell us the
wifey.
story.
Yes, let's hear the whole thing.
Who should start out? Do you wanna say something?
She's
Just
never
kind of yell in
played
his microphone there, so
Okay.
get nice and
You know
snuggled
what?
up. Yeah.
I'll hand over mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Jimmy just leaves the show. See you later.
You want me to tell or do you want to tell?
Yeah, let's hear the story. How did it happen?
How we met. We were at a pool party and I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like Zac Efron. I was like, I'm not going to be one of those girls. I'm not going to talk to him. And then the whole night went on. I almost left the party and then I went back in and I was like, you know what? I just need to tell this guy. It's going to bother me if I don't tell him.
Yeah.
But you have to mention the part when you noticed me when I was coming out of the pool.
I noticed.
Oh, that's like a rom-com moment there.
Looks like
Yeah.
Zac Efron.
I was like, dang, that boy.
So he did have the ab, see?
You're so cute.
But I was like, he either has a girlfriend, he's younger than me, or he's a tool.
Okay.
So we were talking.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No.
He wasn't a tool. He didn't have a girlfriend, but he was younger than me. So
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I don't know, but it worked out.
Yep.
Started talking, and then
So how long were you guys dating before you got married? I love love stories, by the way. Sorry.
pretty fast.
I don't remember.
Met in July, and we got married in December.
Yeah.
Don't mess around.
Love that.
I always tell Emma, you got to go straight to the tree, get the apple off the tree. If you get old, then the apple falls off the tree.
Jimmy
and the
mostly
rotten ones
speaks
and
in
all that
tree
stuff.
metaphors. That's all he really, he loves
It's an
trees.
analogy. He's saying something. I know. The apple right off the tree.
Okay, so 2 months
Well,
in.
Yep, 2 months in, and she's a little worried that I'm gonna find like a Vanessa Hudgens out there. She's a little
You have
worried
nothing
about.
to worry about. It didn't work out for them anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's gonna go to your head.
But he did tell me, Andrew did say that you're his Sharpay.
Yep, she's my Sharpay. For Halloween, I was Zac Efron, and she was Sharpay.
Perfect.
For what it's worth, Andrew, Stephanie in the comments says you do look like Zac Efron. So I hope that really solidifies the lack of self-esteem you were having about the whole
this
situation.
guy
No, he does. He has
in
an agent.
LA.
Yeah.
Like, this is for real happening.
He's getting paid to make appearances as Zac Efron. Like
so
that's
wild.
legit.
Yeah,
What a life.
I'm excited.
And Karen says she was rooting for you, Tyke, on The Voice. Loves your originality.
Oh, that's nice.
We got compliments for everybody.
Okay.
So again, Tyke, you're going to be playing in Mesa Saturday night.
Mesa Saturday night, also at the Mesa Phoenix Marathon tomorrow at the
morning.
Expo.
Oh, that's great.
Expo 3 to 4. I'm playing with my band, The Moss.
The Moss.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the name of my band. And then I'm seeing the Star Spangled Banner at 5:30 a.m. on Saturday.
For the kickoff to the Phoenix Marathon.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's a later, you get to sleep in compared to what you did this morning.
Honestly, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't even
I'm
sleep.
gonna sleep at the marathon.
Okay, yeah, if you want to crash in our garage, I don't know where your van's at now, but
Oh,
it's
thanks.
open,
Thank
man.
you.
I'll
Yeah.
let you
In
in.
my driveway.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I had to park like 10 minutes away.
Oh man, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
They're
I know the parking
They're
attendants.
ticketing now.
No, not till 10. Not till 10.
Over there.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of ice cream falling out the back.
You guys, this has been such a fun morning.
Oh, see, I'm with Sue. She said, yes, he looks like Zac. Don't listen to the negative Nancy.
Yeah, and Russell says he's still humming the Rocky Road song in his head.
Yeah.
That's a classic you got on your hands.
It's a classic. See, I took the classic melody
Yes.
of the Rocky.
I like
song.
it.
Wait, the John Denver.
John Denver, yeah.
Country Roads.
Country Road.
Dude,
Yeah,
because
that one.
that song is such a.
It's classic.
Best.
Everyone knows
It turns on and everyone just like starts singing it.
Yes.
Let me tell you,
So I
I
was
gotta
like-
jump in. European story real quick.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
Story time. Hit the graphics. Story time.
Dude, I got a story, folks. You walked into Oktoberfest in Germany, in Munich, and
I got you.
Jimmy's telling a story without a microphone.
in Munich, and I thought, I'm going to hear all this German, Bavarian. They're playing Country Roads.
Yeah.
And there's a to the place. West Virginia. I'm like, do you even know where West Virginia is, dude?
And
Why are
everybody
you singing
sings
American
it.
songs?
Everybody sings
Everybody.
it.
You've been to
Yes, when I
Oktoberfest.
went.
Yes,
Yes.
I talked her into going.
Awesome.
It was amazing, but it's true. Everybody, and then they're holding their drinks up and
Yes.
their beers, and they're singing it, and I'm like, whoa, the whole place.
West-
It's wild.
Every tent.
Hey, real quick, before we go, guys, I want you to weigh in on this story. We have one little thing left of the program,
I
fresh
like
squeezed
this
juice.
one.
I want your reactions to this. Go ahead and read it for us.
Okay,
Vanessa.
so Delta Airlines and Coca-Cola are apologizing for some creepy in-flight napkins. Okay, so they featured a spot for passengers to write their phone numbers to pass onto their plane crush.
Oh, come on.
Okay. So the napkins also featured messages like, be a little old school, write down your number, and give it to your plane crush. You never know. Okay, so passengers posted pictures on Twitter, and they were not fans. So Delta admits they missed the mark on this. I think maybe it's a little creepy, but in my opinion, that does happen often. And so, not to me, but to everybody. You hear people,
See, but
girl,
that's the
Don't
point.
say everybody here. It only happens to
It
you.
happens to you all the time.
No.
Why would you want creeps walking up and handing you a bunch of gross wadded up napkins on a plane? You get enough of that in your DMs.
You're true. But I mean, I've have some friends that actually found the relationship on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
We have someone getting
have someone
married
here.
very close in our family, our 12 News family.
Yeah.
Got married. Met a very
On the plane.
On the
great
plane
gentleman.
to Arizona.
And he's a
So
good
only
guy.
if there's like some type of connection like that, I think, like if you were already talking on the plane and you guys were getting
But
along,
they're going to
then
give you
you
your
would
number
write that
anyway,
down.
right?
So they're not totally in the wrong. It's just the idea of like, Oh, maybe I
Anybody.
should give my number to someone on
Something
this
came up with
plane.
an app in New York City on the subway. If you see somebody beautiful that you're attracted to, I guess there's an app that you can get in contact with them if they're on it as
That's
well.
so terrifying.
Yeah.
That's a great way to find someone and murder them in their house. You know what I mean? Like,
It's happened before.
I got a story too, real quick. So
Okay,
this is
lead
what
it.
this
Story
reminds
time.
me of. So you may not know this about me, but I was, I am awful in social situations generally, like in my personal life, especially when I was younger. I had a crush on this girl for forever, like through elementary school, middle school, and then it's like 8th grade year. I'm like, I'm gonna get her something for Valentine's Day. And listen, this girl wanted nothing to do with me. Morgan, I know you're not watching, but you were not into me. You don't have to pretend. It's fine. So I got a box of chocolates, okay? Because I heard her talking about she liked caramel or something. I'm 13 years old.
Die.
I was too nervous to give it to her. The whole day went by and I couldn't do it. And so on the way out, this is so bad. I knew where her locker was. And so I was going to walk by it on the way out and she was in her locker. And I was like, this is my chance to give her the chocolates.
Boom.
I chucked them like this. Bam, 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 rattled around in the locker and like fell at her feet. She did one of these and I just took off. I was just like out of there. That's what the Delta napkins reminds me of. It's like, I think you're hot. Here's my number. I'm leaving. See you later.
That last digit's a 9.
I can't talk to you. I got bad penmanship. I'm sorry.
That is so
You got some mustard, from where you're wiping your mouth and stuff.
Oh, that's so sad. And sweet.
I mean, that is kind of scary. You're right, but I just feel like so many people make connections on there that's why they did it.
But you were the one to make the first move with this relationship, weren't you? Yeah, you go, girl.
Hey, some of the best first moves women can make are just hi. That's it.
Yeah.
Hi. That's the best pickup line.
If women approach,
and yeah,
you're already in.
You're done. You're done. And guys, if you say hi to a girl and she says hi back, that's the best pickup line.
That's how
Seriously.
I
Well, we're done here. Let's go.
If they run and tease you, then it didn't work out.
Remember we were saying women have been making the first move forever.
Drop the handkerchief.
They drop
That's
the
what women
handkerchief, and then the man comes up and
he picks it
behind
up.
and gives
Writes
to
his
her.
number on it and a little Diet Coke phrase and then hands it back.
Hey, by the way, man, you're getting some love from John. It says you look like Lane Staley. That's like a rock and roll compliment. That's royalty there, Lane Staley.
Dude, dope, yeah. I like
That's his
it.
doppelganger.
Dope, thank you.
We didn't even
Thank
show
you,
our
Dan.
other ones, huh?
Wait, who said?
Oh, our doppelgangers?
doppelganger.
I'm not
They had
sure
him
they
in
ended
there.
up in the rundown. By the way, Noel wants to know why Delta's apologizing for those napkins. We can see why that could be an issue, right?
Well, yeah, especially if your husband is the one that's on the plane and then you see that that's the nappy that he was given.
Yeah,
Well, he shouldn't keep it then.
You go to wash his jeans and you
He
just find a
should throw
stack
it
of
away
crumpled up
and
napkins.
not keep it. That's
right.
the case. You
You
know?
go, girl.
You guys want to do anything else, or
There
you
you
want to
are.
call it a show? Oh yeah, our doppelgangers. I don't look like Will Arnett. I think that's total BS.
No, you don't. You
No.
don't. Well, the day I met you, you look like somebody else.
Wait, that's not Will Arnett.
Nope.
Who the heck is that?
That's the guy from Sweet Home Alabama.
No,
I don't
yes.
look like that guy either.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
you don't look like
yes,
him.
Thank you, man.
do.
That is a. Now,
Emma.
I know I look like her. So you guys don't have to say it. I get paid to
Sexy
do
mama.
it.
Lou Diamond Phillips,
This
baby.
Yeah.
is dead on,
I
Jimmy.
get that all the
Cat.
Look at
time.
your guys' eyes, even.
Yeah.
Like, they're the same.
You're more handsome than
Face
this guy.
shape, everything.
Kind of a-
Actually, that is pretty close. Now that I see that blown
Up
up,
close?
that looks
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, that-
Okay. I could see that now.
Who is that again?
She was Selena Gomez's best friend.
Kidney donor.
Yeah.
She's an actress. Francia something. But she's a fabulous person.
Nailed it.
I'll take it.
Right.
All right, guys, it's time to call it a show. Thank you for tuning in and getting your questions into these lovely gentlemen. One last time, let's hear it for Tyke James from The Voice. Go catch him in Mesa or at the Marathon or just stop by his van, knock on the window, say hi, bring him some ice cream. And one last time for Andrew Maddox and his lovely lady that he brought with us. Thank you for putting up with us all morning long. Oh, my God.
I know, you guys have been so much fun. It's been such a great morning. All right, guys, have a great day. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We're
Finally.
almost there.
Friday.
Almost there.
One more after show at 7:30 tomorrow. We'll see you on TV, people.
Cheers.
Be good.